Hello guys, so this is another video clip about measures of correlation under descriptive statistics. So when we say measures of correlation, we are trying to look into the association between two or more variables. And for us to be able to identify the relationship, the correlation, the index of these um, variables involved under study, we will be using several important tools or statistical tools. So later on, I'll be talking to you one by one about these specific tools that we can use when we are doing correlation analysis. So as what I'm saying a while back, when we say correlation, it measures the degree of the to which two variables vary together. Okay, it also measures intensity of the association between two variables. So for us to be able to at least know what specific intensity or what is the behavior of the graph, because we know when we are looking for the relationship between two variables, we are talking about a linear graph. Okay, so what is the behavior of that line, okay, when it comes to correlation? Is it rising, is it falling, or does the line runs horizontally? So if that will be the case, these are actually the different types of relationships that we can have when we are correlating two or more variables. Okay, so the slide presents to you the first type of relationship, or the first degree of relationship that can passively occur when we are correlating two variables. Let's say variable 1 versus variable 2. We can say that the relationship between this variable 1 and variable 2 is a perfect positive if we are forming a straight line that is rising going to the right. Okay, that is rising going to the right. So the line that is rising shows there is a positive relationship. If these points um, are exactly located on that line that we are showing, then automatic we have a perfect correlation on them, that these two variables have a perfect correlation. So this is the first degree of relationship that we can have when we are correlating two variables. Another one is we have high positive. It is more scattered than the perfect positive relationship. So when we say high positive correlation, there are some points, okay, that lies outside the line, that do not lie exactly on that line. Maybe 1.2 points, okay, but very few points, okay, that are not lying. So still there is a positive relationship in that case, since the line is still rising. We can see that the line is still rising. Okay, so we can say that the variable 1 when correlated to variable 2 have a high positive relationship. Okay, so that is the second one. For the third, we have a moderate positive correlation. It is more scattered than the high positive correlation. As you can see, there are few points that correspond, or that lies on the line, and many points are outside the line. So still we have that line, okay, that serves our guide to at least identify that the relationship is still going up. Okay, it's still positive, it is still rising. However, there are many points that do not lie on that particular line. So however, this can also be still have a relationship, positive relationship. However, we can classify it as a moderate positive correlation between variable 1 and variable 2. For the next one, it is lower than the moderate positive. It is still positive, however, it's low correlation. So almost all of the points are not seen exactly on that line. However, we can still see a trend that the points are going up, okay, that the points are that the points might or is somewhat forming a line, okay, an imaginary line. However, they are not exactly lying on that line, but we can see that they are still showing a rising line, okay, on that particular situation. So still we can have a positive correlation on that. However, the degree of correlation will be classified as low correlation, okay. There is a low positive correlation between variable 1 and variable 2 if we have this specific picture or graph, okay. We have another type or degree of relationship that we can have, and that is no correlation. Now take note that when we are talking about correlation, it only falls from 0 to positive and negative 1. Okay, we cannot have 1.2, 2.3 as the value of our relationship index. So it only lies between 0 to positive and negative 1. So if, say for example, we have correlated two variables and we found out that the index of these two variables is 0, exactly 0, then we can say there's no relationship between this variable 1 and variable 2, or there is no direct relationship between variable 1 and variable 2. So in that case, we cannot see a line, okay, we cannot see an imaginary line. The points are totally scattered, no directions. So this is no correlation, okay. The opposite of positive are the negatives, okay. If we have low positive, we also have low negative correlation. It's just like the opposites. It is the opposite of the positive, low positive correlation. So if as you can observe from that particular graph or from that particular picture, the line is falling going to the right, okay. So this will now be an indication that we have an inverse relationship between variable 1 and variable 2. Unlike a while back, when we are talking about positive correlation, as it means that the variable as variable 1 goes up, the variable 2 also goes up. Okay, so that is the meaning of a positive correlation. However, in a negative correlation, it means that as variable 1 goes up, the variable 2 goes down, or vice versa. So that is the indication of an inverse relationship or inverse correlation. So this picture is what we call a low negative. It is the opposite of the of the low positive correlation. Okay, next. If we have moderate high positive, we also have moderate negative correlation, and these are two opposites degrees. Okay, however, since we are in negative, the line is decreasing. Okay, the line is decreasing, or the line is falling on that particular case. Another one is we have also high negative correlation. Okay, the line is falling, that's why it is negative. However, there are some points that do not lie exactly on the line. So that is high negative correlation. So if all the points exactly lying on that line, however that line is falling, that's why we have an inverse relationship, then we can have this what we call perfect negative correlation. So these are the different degrees of relationship that we may have when we are correlating two variables, variable 1 and variable 2. So my next video clip presentation will be all about the different tools of, of computing for the indices of relationships, okay. So let me now end this video clip presentation, and thank you again for watching to my video, and don't forget to subscribe with my channel. Have a good day everyone. May God bless you all.